What's up, everybody? This is V again. We're here with the third episode of the playthrough/walkthrough series. Today we're going to play through Harbinger's Call. We're going to play and then we're going to talk about it. Let's go. Alright, so this song is the first one that came from an idea of yours, Jesper?
Yeah. So I had the chorus in the beginning and I built the song from that. And then I brought it to Sven and he did some magic work.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he took like the bridge and did something with it.
Maybe I wrote the drums. I don't know.
I had a different bridge and some different chords and you rearranged them. And
okay.
Yeah. You don't remember that?
Nope.
Huh? Okay.
It was probably me and Robin who we took it through our filters, so to speak, or our way of writing songs.
I had the chorus, the intro riff, and I think the verse we were altogether a part of to bring it more to life than that the original riff I had. And then the pre-chorus, I think that one I wrote too.
Did we write parts of this together in the rehearsal space, or was it entirely done online?
How I remember it was online only.
Yeah.
And then we had like the final...
Because this is the first song that is more like a studio product, that we didn't actually rehearse the full song before recording it, so we kind of did a backwards engineering, like, okay, this sounds cool, let's figure out how to play it.
We had already decided to have 5 songs on an EP, and I think we just had to finish this one before even rehearsing it. So we wrote it while recording it, pretty much.
Yeah. And how it start?
Okay, let's go through it. So the intro is this. Starts with this crazy band. And then it vamps on that for a bit. I think it's an odd number of times. It confuses me every time.
Yeah, I remember having a hard time. I didn't know what I was actually going to play, so I think we used multiple takes where we just tried different stuff.
Yeah.
And then I had to relearn or learn the stuff that actually ended up on the record when we were playing it live. So
I thought that we thought it was cool to take an odd number or not take the even number that feels.
Yeah, well, it keeps you on your toes, I think.
Yeah.
It keeps us on our toes also. I always fuck this up. Well, after that part, there's the lead,
the lead into the to the verse.
Now we're in the verse.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's a real simple verse.
Yeah, short and sweet.
Yeah.
And effective.
And effective.
Yeah. Keeps the doom alive.
Keep the doom alive. Then we go to a pre-chorus, which is this octave chords.
This is one of your parts, right?
Yeah.
You had this kind of syncopated hi-hat thing going. I kind of took it to like 3 steps further.
Because I'm not the drummer.
You had a cool idea. We're like, oh, well, this is the cool start. It's not a polyrhythm, but it's a thing with a hi-hat that I just extended, having it go over the bar line, and you align at a later time in the measure. It was one of those things that, this is something cool that I could use. That you use something existing and then you just tweak it a little bit. So that was really cool.
Talk about things we do to keep us on our toes. This part we end in different ways every time.
Yeah, it's only 2 different ways, right? Second time it's an extra.
And the third time it's half as long.
All right.
And goes over to the chorus.
True. Yeah, so it's
directly.
very different.
Yeah. To keep us on our toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know when the guitar player, he writes drums and he expects you to have 5 limbs?
Yeah. I don't think I do that. I know how to play a little bit of drums, so I think about it a little bit.
Insert Bengham playing drums. Right here.
Link down below.
Anyway, after the end of the pre-chorus, then we go to the chorus.
Yeah.
Which naturally follows the pre-chorus. And this is one of the parts you said you had in the original version of the song, I suppose.
Yeah, the start
this
of
was
this song.
The big bang of
the idea comes to life.
Yeah.
Do you want to present what the working title was?
I don't remember that.
Dreadful Dreads. My working title was the grinding sound of infernal machine or something like that.
It was something and then it became Dreadful and then it was Dreadful Dreads.
Yeah.
We have very creative working titles that I'm sure of.
Yeah.
The sound of Dreadful Dreads.
Yeah. So the chorus, how it goes?
The chorus, it's tremolo picking, blast bits on the drums.
Full fucking
death metal as you can go.
Yeah.
Very melodic though.
So not so death metal, but a little bit.
Here we go.
combine the hard part of death metal, but something more melodic with what do you call it?
Reka.
Thirds of the chord.
Third chord harmonies.
Third chord harmonies.
It's a third chord harmony. Henceforth.
Okay.
Third harmony.
We don't need to go full beyond on this shit.
So after the chorus, we go back to the intro again, but with a twist.
Yeah, then we're on the second version of the intro, which is more similar to the verse. No, it's not. It's the third one that's in it.
Yeah.
This one is similar to the intro, but it's some chugging on the...
You alternate the chugging and the treble picking.
Yeah.
Just to make it more confusing for everybody.
To keep us on our toes.
Anyway, here we go. Same bridge to the verse.
The reason why we have that variation is to give it a better pulse than the intro, which is designed to be choppy and unpredictable.
Yeah.
And then we wanted something that kept the beat going, kept the pulse going, and
keep the flow.
Exactly.
Then we do another verse, which is the same as the previous one. Pre-chorus again. Same as the previous, except for the very end of it, where we have an extra... So it fills the whole bar.
Yeah.
6 times.
On this 6 times hit transition into the chorus, it's a good example on why you should not write a song in the studio, because I wanted to follow the guitar hits. So in the first example, it's just 3 hits on the snare and the floor tom. When there's 6 hit, I move it to a snare and a hi-hat, and I'm gonna choke with my left foot as well. It makes a very quick transition to doing the blast beat on the snare that starts the chorus. So it's a cool thing, but it's also very challenging. Note to self, don't do that again.
This is a challenging song for all of us, I think.
Yeah.
It took a lot of practice to get it sounding good in the rehearsal. But now I think we're really good at playing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speak for yourself.
And it's a fun song to play live.
Yeah.
Okay, for us too.
Yeah, for you too.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's a crowd favorite.
Yeah, it's a crowd favorite.
Yeah, so...
We had to play it.
So think of that beforehand, before you do crazy shit.
Yeah. Straight to the chorus.
And then it comes the third intro that's more like the...
A lot more like the verse.
And that was the second riff I wrote to this song. And it was the intro in the beginning.
Right. This is it gets really groovy. Heads start swinging. 1, 2, 3, 4. Different ending to that for some reason. Instead of doing, we just do. That's a remnant from the original stuff that you wrote.
Yeah, it is.
We changed everything but that one for some stupid reason. And then another verse, which is the same.
But I play something more melodic because I wanted something else on this.
Yeah, on the third verse, yeah. And then another pre-chorus.
Half the
Half a pre-chorus. Keeps us on our toes. And then...
Is it 4 hits then? It is.
It is 4 hits.
But that leaves some space for the next part, which is the same as the chorus, but without the tremolo picking. And
more of a build-up, so you have big hits to kind of set up a more open and big sound. Yeah, I just remember doing a lot of filling to like kind of fill that space. I always feel awkward when doing that, just because it's to me it sounds stupid for some reason, but it is still the right thing to do. but it's I guess it's like a perfectionism, or maybe you perceive that you have to do something super flashy when you're actually playing. That's something that I've been trying to get out of that headspace, that it has to be super complicated, because it doesn't have to be. And so I guess it's moderately complicated, but I remember being a bit disappointed, I guess, because I didn't feel like the part was good enough. Now it's part of the song and I just have to deal with it, so it's
welcome to Sven's therapy session.
Exactly. Thank you. What's the hourly rate?
It's a lot. I think it's a cool drum part. And
well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Then,
after the big hits.
After the hits, is this something that was in your original idea, or was this something that came later?
I did have a bridge. I had the chords, but as I remember, as I brought them to you, you rearranged them and did something else.
I think you had a more, lack of a better term, chopped up rhythm.
Yeah.
And then I made it into like the more swingy 6/4, 12/8, that kind of din digga digga din digga digga din digga digga din digga din. We called it a sea shanty.
Yeah. It also has an acoustic guitar on it in the recording. I don't know how it is on the recording, but there's another guitar that plays up here.
Yeah.
And then we hold on that chord for a bit. The sea shanty part was my contribution to it. Because we were going to sing something there, so we wrote the lyrics together.
Yeah.
And then it was an improvised melody that was sung over these chords.
And the first time we tried clean vocals.
Yeah.
Only clean vocals, not having clean vocals as a backup vocal or added texture, but being the main styles of vocals.
The bridge is almost like the chorus, because this is where we sing the name of the song.
Yeah,
it's like
I
the
guess
song has two
maybe.
choruses-ish. Who knows? Who knows what things are called?
This part is also revisited at the end of the track.
Yeah, we do the chorus again.
With the hits.
Yeah, then we do the bridge again, but with distortion on and full-on drums and everything.
Yep.
Rolling vocals and clean vocals.
Big ending.
Yeah, we hold the chord in a similar way that we do in the more acoustic version, and then we just boop, 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 boop. Ah.
That's the end of the song.
Harbinger's Call.
The Harbinger's called.
The sound of dreadful dreads.
Hello. Harbinger's Call.
Harbinger! Harbinger!
So for being a sort of haphazard, quickly written song that we just had to ship to the mixer guy, it turned out pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching this third episode of our playthrough/walkthrough series. Please subscribe, click the bell. Do you click the bell thing?
I do.
I've never clicked the bell. But do it if you want to.
But do it.
Link to our social media accounts are down in the description, and if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them down below.